1-2 pitch from Thompson. This one is drilled to right field. Back goes Groff looking up, and it's gone. Deep into the New Orleans night. Off the bat of Kellum Clark. It's a 9-run fifth inning for Mississippi State and 15 on the board here in game one of the series. And the payoff pitch is ripped down the right field line. Long run for Groff, and he lays out to make the catch. And now Lynn in the air to right. Hit well, back to the wall and gone. We are tied on the first home run of Jackson Lynn's Tulane career. 3-3 in the bottom part of the ninth. As far as an early season non-conference series, they don't get a whole lot better than what we have in store over the next 3 days in New Orleans with the defending champions, the 9th-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs, in town to take on the red-hot Tulane Green Wave off to an 8-1 start. We welcome you inside Greer Field at Turchin Stadium. Here's 9-year MLB veteran outfielder Ron Swoboda. Jack Benjamin with you. Not quite the start Mississippi State expected. Coming off a national title, their first in program history. You know what it's like coming off a title. 1969 Miracle Mets made one of the best catches in World Series history in Game 4, taking away one from Brooks Robertson. What was that season like for you? How does Mississippi State right the ship?
The year after we won it all, gave ourselves a tough act to follow. Hardest baseball I ever played in my life because you couldn't please yourself.
Looking at Tulane so far, Ron, we saw them against Texas Southern Wednesday. Really impressive with the bats. Off to a terrific start. Gets a little bit higher competition-wise now. We're going to see if they're for real.
Keller, the tying run 90 feet away. 2-0. In the air to right center. Hit well. Waller back, and it's gone! Southeastern takes the lead from 12-3 down. A 3-run go-ahead bomb from Jacob Burke, his second today, and it's 15-13 in the ninth. Here's a payoff from Bravo, and that one's drilled to right. You can forget about it. A 2-run bomb for Cowser. His 15th of the year, and the Southland Conference Player of the Year puts the Bearcats in front in the first.
So possible winning run 90 feet away for the Green Wave. They had a 2-0 lead entering the ninth. 2 solo shots by Dayton. Baumgart this year, no homers, 11 driven in. Trying to play hero and win this series for Tulane. 1-0 pitch. Ripped down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. Wow. Bennett Lee scores, and Simon Baumgart walks it off for the Green Wave. Tulane wins it 3-2, and they take the series here with a winner in the bottom part of the ninth. Great crowd on hand here on a Friday night in New Orleans. Taking in what should be an exciting series. 9th-ranked Mississippi State, the defending national champion, in town. First time Tulane has welcomed a defending champion here since 2005 when Cal State Fullerton came.
Yeah, like you showed in your highlights, is last year's series in Starkville, the Tulane must have felt like they were staying at Heartbreak Hotel because they lost 2 leads in the ninth and lost the series 2-1.
Off the end of the bat from Luke Hancock. Tough play for Hoffman, has to hurry and throws it away. Aviles couldn't get to it with Hancock running down the first base line. He's up to second base. And a Tulane team that had committed 3 errors in their first 9 games has now committed 2 in the first couple innings here tonight.
2 base error there, and you know, that was going to be a tough play any way you look at it. Hoffman got there and tried to power it over to first base if you watch it. This is a tough play because he's getting off of there. He got there in time, but he tried to throw it harder than he could and threw it away. Threw it into the runner.
Back-to-back innings with an early error committed. And that first pitch to Cameron James is in there for a strike. Well, Hoffman has to settle down and find a way to contain this lineup, especially when you factor in what Sims is doing on the other side. There's an 0-1. Sharply towards short. Minder on the backhand, no play.
Probably give him a base hit on that one, but I'll tell you what, Minder might have had a play at second base, but it was going to be a good play if he throws him out at first base, but I would call that a base hit.
Yeah, they do call it an infield single, Ron. So if you are going to make the play at first, what has to be done differently there from Minder's perspective?
He's in trouble anyway, because look, he's catching it on. He's moving away from the play.
Right.
That's a hard thing to do at shortstop.
And James has a lot of speed.
Thing you have to do is you have to set up to take it on your backhand. When I say set up, stop, catch it with the idea you're going to stop and get your motion going the other way. Otherwise, you can't make that throw. They've given, 4 base hits, so that's it's a base hit and an error on the ground ball that the pitcher threw away.
1-0 to Hines. Breaking ball taken low for ball 2.
That's a pretty good changeup.
Hoffman's fallen behind a bit tonight. He threw 77 pitches against UMass Lowell in his debut outing on the 18th. 91 at Louisiana Tech on the 25th last Friday.
He could go 90 or 100 tonight, depending on how things roll.
Swing and a miss.
Only freshman in this lineup is Hunter Hines in the DH spot.
True freshman from Madison, Mississippi.
It's up there in that western corner.
Yeah, just north of Jackson. 2-1. Good location that time, and it's 2-2.
On the way to Tunica. Yeah, you go up, is it 55 that takes you up to Memphis and you go by Tunica? And
yeah, I believe it is.
all those gambling houses up that way in Cotton Country.
Hines was the number 17 ranked prospect in Mississippi coming out of high school. Looking to deliver here, the couple on. Back up the middle, Hoffman towards short, bounces it in. It's dropped, but they get the out. Now, I'll tell you what there, Ron. If James doesn't hesitate going toward the bag, I think he's probably safe. Minder does a nice job to at least pick it up and step on the bag, so they avoid complete disaster. I really think Mississippi State's got bases loaded if James doesn't slow down. Watch this again.
Look at that. He throws him a changeup.
See how he stalls just for a second?
Right. He slid short.
And part of that is he doesn't want to commit something where he hits Minder's leg.
Trying not to. Yeah. It looked like either he misjudged the slide, but geez and Pete. Hoffman turned around and threw him a changeup right in the dirt. I mean, it's like if one team looks a little shaky and a little intimidated by the series tonight, it's Tulane.
And now Logan Tanner taking ball 1. This guy is about as dangerous as they come. Junior out of Lucedale, Mississippi. All SEC newcomer team last year. They made that because of the players who had that COVID year the season before for that 2021 season. Takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. A season ago, he had 287, homered 15 times, drove in 53, but did his damage down the stretch. We talked about how good he was in the Super Regional, the College World Series. They're on the corners with only a 1 out. Mississippi State up a run looking for more.
Yeah, it's funny. All we've seen from Tulane is catch the ball, make the right play, and tonight they have struggled to do that numerous times.
Takes a breaking ball for a strike, 2-2. Tanner singled and scored in the second inning. The only run so far in this game. A Mississippi State team that again only mustered up 1 run against Southern Miss on Wednesday in a midweek loss. Trying to bounce back in game 1 of this 3-game set in New Orleans. 2-2. And it's full.
It looked like a changeup. He tried to drop on the outside edge and missed. 3-2, you got to come and get him. You'll find out what he thinks about his slider right here if he throws him. He's got, you know, I mean, if I'm hitting, I'm guessing fastball.
Payoff pitch from Hoffman.
Nice. You see what he did?
Into shallow center. Hart coming on, makes the catch. And they will hold up Hancock at third, not deep enough to tag. That's a really nice job there by Hoffman, Ron. Big second out for the Green Wave.
Well, he answered the question. What do you think about your slider? He threw it 3-2 with runners at first and third. That's big boy pitch.
Got to have some confidence in that. There is Chris Lemonis, 4th season at the helm of Mississippi State. And Baseball America National Coach of the Year, now his 4th season. You think about 2019, they won 52 games. This one's ripped into left center and a base hit off the bat of Von Siebert. Into score comes Hancock. First to third, Hunter Hines. RBI knock for Siebert, his first run driven in this year. And Mississippi State's lead is extended to 2.
First and thirds him. That was out over the plate, and he drilled it to left center. Good job to cut it off. It could have gotten up the gap.
First RBI is a Mississippi State Bulldog for Siebert, who spent 2 years at Pearl River Community College. That's Brad Cumbest. And he fouls one away. We were talking with Jake Otro earlier, obviously a Tulane great, Ron, and now with the hitting coach over at Mississippi State doing a terrific job as an assistant. And he was saying, look, this lineup has plenty of talent. Matter of time. You got some new faces you're working in. Siebert, one of them. We're starting to see the potential this group has. Again, they're only in their 10th game this year.
When you have that many expectations on you, and there's more good teams in college baseball, but when you have those expectations on you, you start pressing a little bit. Pressing is what I think Tulane was doing a little bit defensively early on. There's Jake. Real solid career here at Tulane. I think he hit like something like 340 something. Got drafted by the San Diego Padres. Played about 7 years.
Well, they had the shift on with 3 infielders on the left side. Nicely done. Engelhardt can tag second base himself. But Mississippi State has a run in back-to-back innings. And again, they do it with 2 outs. Von Siebert's RBI hit doubles the lead, 2-0 Bulldogs, middle of the third.